Hey Dan, so as I told you, man, I wanted to show you a little bit about this online database. This is going to be really, really simple, but I just kind of wanted to show you. I pulled that file up into QuickBase. We used to live under the Station Journal, and it had basically everything that we did in Linwood. Telestaff, Rescue Hub, all that stuff. It all lived under our Station Journal. This is a new Station Journal that's built out for the battalion chiefs. Um, that basically is just to do their BC tie-ins, but I've started adding some things in there because I think that we could manage our roster there, some things for our stations, things like that, that will not be covered in Operative IQ. So I'll just show you. So the station journal here, I've already got it opened up, but when you come in here, this is a view for me. I get to see everything. It's basically just an online app. I've tried to get where I could show you the app side of this, but for roster management, you're not really going to need it. So I just wanted to show you the roster side of it where you could take it and manage it online. You can manage this from your phone, from an actual app. The application to uh, mirror it to my computer is not working right now for some reason. So I just figured I'd send you something. So um, this is what the BCs will be using potentially for their tie-ins, their daily tie-ins each day. It shows what's going on. There's also some station-specific things here. I'll just click through a couple of these just so you can see how it lays out in different ones. And they would manage all of their information here. So we could do actual station management here in regards to addressing, all kinds of things. But from the roster perspective, I uploaded that document, and I just kind of want to show you a few things because as an administrator of this, you would be able to go in and manage, we could manage real quickly station assignments, shift, specialties. We could add all those things. So you can also go in and do some filtering. But like for myself, if I go in here, I would look and say, all right, well, hazmat and ladder. Well, actually, I've got this is me? Yeah, that's me. I put mine on Julian's for some reason as well, but you can go in and edit and you can make these changes very quick for different specialties. We say I'm at LO as well, and then that's pretty much it. So time off requests is all tied into something else. I'll show you right here in a sec, just so you know how I'm trying to pull all this together. Save and close, you come back and it's done. So what this does, if you're looking and you have a database where people can come in and go, okay, I look over on these filters, who all's on A shift, boom, we got that. Oh yeah, Felipe's not been assigned yet, or has he? All that's able to be filtered on very quickly. Specialties, if we need to know who all the hazmat guys are, you can click on that and you look and you should have a list of all the hazmat guys. And then if you want to even go further, who are all my C shift hazmat guys? Boom, I can see that. So just allows some real quick functionality that's all built into the background. So at a very high level, that's what this looks like. With all of this, as you're updating this, or whoever is updating this and keeping this managed, we can always, if you come up here, you can always email this to someone. You can come in, you can export it to an Excel sheet if you needed to. You can print it. So if you needed to print this out, you can also group it so it comes up by shift. I'm not sure if this is going to print while I'm online here, but recording, it might hang it up. Yeah, last time I tried to do that, did it as well. So you can sort and group. So it goes, if you wanted to see it by shift, you go by shift and group, say, and it'll change the view of this, and it'll show you everything by shift, and then you can actually filter it so it is showing you by A, B, C, and D. You can do all kinds of customizations on this page. So it's just the online database management, which we've talked about. Nothing mind-shattering, but it's a place, and where it's living at right now on an Excel sheet, probably not the best place for it, but we're used to that stuff. So you do by shift, and you can do by station. How about that? So you go C shift, then you go station 10, 11, 12. So we could add battalions in here. We could add in, we need to add in a primary rank, so they're ranked instead of their specialty. So is it a firefighter? Is it a firefighter EMT, firefighter paramedic? Is it a captain, battalion chief? And you can sort on that a little bit as well. Things like that. So all this stuff ties in. So from an application perspective, if someone was in here, what I'm trying to show the BCs is that instead of us sending emails, someone could come in and on an app, it looks basically just like this. You can hit request time off and you can come in and go through the flow of, hey, well, this pull down list comes from that roster. I could say, all right, this is me. I need a vacation. This is just so you can see what I've got. Start date, we'll say, is I need it for tomorrow. That's 08. And then I need 6 hours. So all this will self-populate. Yep, I input it and need time off. That comes in, that's all I got to do. I can save it and close it. And then it goes basically, does two things. It notifies the BCs. They can come in on their desktop. They can see that a new pending time off request has been made, which I believe would be, these should be in alphabetical. So these are got some cleanup to do here, but this would be for here. So we go in and go, okay, well, let's take a look at this. And then once it's approved, we say, okay, well, that's approved. We checked it out. That was reviewed by, say, Turner, puts the timestamp in there, approved. They save it and they close it. Now, if they were to come back here to this, you'll see that because it's been approved, it's been removed. And then what that also does is it emails the person that is sending it to them once we have all the email addresses in there. So it actually email them just like it would in the past and show that it's been approved. So the other cool thing you get from the roster stuff in here is you get we can do some automation of summary reports by shift for personnel. So, hey, how many people are on days right now? Oh, looks like there's 2 guys on days. Who's that? You can click on it, go, and you can see who those 2 are, right? So this is actually, there's some things we got to fix with shifts and stuff like that, but this is how it lays out right now. So you can kind of see what it looks like. You can get some charting and things like that. We can do all kinds of fun stuff, who our CRPs are, who your FMO team is. I mean, we can break it down pretty much however we want to. So I just kind of wanted to show you how all that tied together. Now, on top of that, if you come in this roster for the FMO side, as we start moving towards online inspections and online pre-fires, when you come over here, if you're out and a Firewatch needs to be added, let's say that there was a new Firewatch. So these are pre-incidents that are being requested. These are company inspections being requested. But let's just say we were out somewhere and we need to do a Firewatch because we can go on our app or our iPad or Surface or whatever. We can come in, we hit new Firewatch, and we're wanting to notify other crews that, hey, I got a little test site in here. We'll say Norris test. I search here, find the address or the building number. It'll look up pretty much anything to help you find the address. It'll autofill that stuff. You say, okay, let's see, Garth Brooks is the person on site. They're having some alarm issues. His number is 425-425-4254. On-site email is J Norris at Yahoo. Okay. This is my personal one. Alarm panel issue. Tech dispatched by property management. So what will happen here is we do this, and then we'll say, so Firewatch needs to start right now. We'll say, so right now it's about 4:30, so we'll say 1700. And this will put a 48-hour notice on there, and it will re-email them that 48 hours has been matched. But we'll say, okay, this is active. When I hit save and close, it's going to send an email to the property owner here, as well as the on-site email. So we have pull downs on inspections and things like that. And when we do a pull down of who's submitting this, which I need to add on here, it will pull from the Station Journal roster that you're keeping. So just kind of want to show how that was all tied in. So, and then what that is, so if you do a Firewatch, it will send that out to the owner and then whoever's on site there. And then you will have I'll show you what that looks like. So from here, they can come in, they can see, okay, a Firewatch has been issued. This is the email that they would get. This is one I did a little earlier that has all the information, has the actual Firewatch policy in there. And then what they can do from there is they can come in and say, okay, there's a signature piece where they could come in and go, okay, well, we're going to ask you to sign this. They would actually log in, come into it, and they would sign it. They would click the button and sign it from there. So I just wanted to show you some of the functionality and how it all kind of ties together a little bit. I was hoping to show you the app, but really, roster management you could do online. We could add whatever you need to add to the roster functionality. Obviously, rank is going to be one, and then whatever else. And then we need to get everybody's emails and things like that. But then, for us as employees as well, we can come in and go, I want to see some of the time off that I've requested. So if they hit this time off button, you can come in and see all the time offs that you put in, when you submitted them, if they've been pending, approved, things like that. So just gives us some functionality for us and the BCs to manage. So anyways, man, a little overdrawn, but I wanted to show you the functionality of it. So hope that all makes sense. And let me know if you have any questions. Just wanted to try to get some buy-in from you to see if something that you might be able to use, man. All right. Take care, Dan.